the last thing is like, I think there's critique in some of the discussions that are being had. There's critique in some of the posts that are had about some of these specific topics. And, ultimately still very excited about Hedera and its prospective success and growth. And some of these things I think are just necessary as part of its evolution. But ultimately, like, very excited about Hedera in general. I think it's a great network. It's got an amazing community. If you look at sort of growth metrics and ecosystem development, there's a lot of exciting things that are coming online. Bridges are coming on soon. We've got lending and borrowing. The ecosystem's growing. A lot of very smart people participating. So don't want to make it all doom and gloom about all of this, but and so wanted to leave on that note.
100%. And I think that it's worth saying, and I say this on the show before, it's like we talk about these things because we're obsessed with this network, because we love it. If we didn't love this network, we wouldn't care, or we wouldn't be here. It's really when you are obsessed with something, when you love something, Milan watching with so much of that intrinsic motivation, that's when you really start to have people talk about these hard problems, having these difficult conversations. I think that it really needs to be viewed as signs of like a really passionate ecosystem that is very realistic and really dedicated to the success of this network. And so when we wrap all this up, and you can watch Brady and I up here, for people watching, like, uh-oh, these guys are freaked out about stuff. It's like, really what this is it's super bullish. It's people in this ecosystem that have been here since the beginning, that are so entrenched and passionate and obsessed with this ecosystem that they just want to go deeper. And so I think that that's what keeps me here, is looking at it that way, of seeing a lot of these people I go up to. You look at the HBAR bull and the criticisms he shares. You look at, Milan with his comments and all these different types of things. These people are still here. They're driving change. And ultimately, I think it's why we're going to see some of this positive change. And so I'd encourage people to continue pushing on the corners, hitting the gas, whatever you want to call it. This, as Milan put it, constructive dialogue. That's, I think, what's going to make all the difference. And for people on the outside looking in, I think it's really easy to get bullish on it too, because I think if you're someone on the outside looking in, you're going, well, okay, here's a network that, it's not like Hedera's alone in these problems. Like, if we want to talk about Hedera, like, Hedera has governance problems. It's like every network has governance problems. So I think that ultimately it's the struggles, it's the problems, it's the challenges that unite builders across networks. And I think it speaks highly of leadership, that they have cultivated a population on this network that is so informed and so focused on solving these problems. So as much as we criticize, when I look to Lehman and Mance and these people that are in leadership, it does speak highly of them, that there is this ecosystem that's been cultivated from the beginning. And there is something to be said about that. So as much as we criticize you guys, we're here largely because of you guys. So that has to be said too. So great points, Brady.
Well said. Yeah, they've cultivated an amazingly passionate community with a lot of really smart people. And we wouldn't be here if we didn't care.
Yeah, so. Be careful what you wish for, Governing Council.
Yeah.